How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be doing a trade breakdown from the last two trades last week. I'm currently recording this on the Monday. These were the trades from last week, so Wednesday and Thursday, I believe. I'm going to break them down, show exactly how I took them, hopefully to help you and your trading. And yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like, don't forget to subscribe, and feel free to check out the Telegram to see a bit more about my trading, how I trade. But yeah, let's get into the breakdown. We are just going to do a breakdown of the trades from last week to show you, the ones we took, how we took them and stuff. So let's start off with this position here. So this trade, you may be thinking, why were you buying or selling, sorry, after this massive push to the upside? And, we'd only retraced a little bit. And obviously it could have very easily done that and gone to the upside. So it makes sense, and I get why, some people weren't entirely sure why I knew it would sell, why it would sell, things like that. So I'm going to explain that on this trade now. What I saw was structure, right? And this is what I always say, structure, structure, structure. And as you can see, we make our high, okay? Come down, make our low. Come up, make our high. But what do we notice? We notice that this high is below this high. So we have two highs. This one's below this one. That means that's our first indication of a sell, which is what I always say. So we've had a failure to break the major high, and now we've got our low here. And what does this high do? It causes a push to the downside that breaks this low. So that is our second indication that we're going to sell. We failed to break the high, and we're now breaking the low. So what we do is very simply build our bottom here, push up, and I was looking to enter in this area like this. So this was the area we were looking to get into. If I draw it on like here, or around there like that. So that was the area, right? Now, obviously, we waited for price and it rejected quite a few times, which is very good. When it rejects your area like that, it's nice to see. And we got that rejection. And what we actually were looking for now, if I go to the replay mode, is a break of this low. Because if we want to continue to the downside, what do we want to see? We want to see us continue to break to the downside. So we waited. Okay. And as you can see, there it is. We had the push down, we broke, and we closed below the low. So at this point, I was very confident with the trade. Okay. So let's play price on. Now you can see price came back up, wicked in, didn't close above the high that we'd just made, because obviously if price had pushed up and broken above this high and closed, then I would have looked to exit the position, because obviously we'd be then going back to buys. But we didn't get that. We couldn't break the high. And now we just moved this down again. What are we looking to break? This low. Because if we can't break this low, why would we continue selling? So we play price on. And again, you can see we wicked in, but didn't close. Play price on again. And as you can see, this time we had a strong push to the downside, breaking below this low. And this meant the trade was, ready to continue to sell for a 1 to 3 as always. So we play price on, and you can see how we come back up, retest into this area, just like we did in this area here. And then we had our final bit of push to the downside. So that was our first trade, 3%, and we caught this on the Wednesday, which was very nice. Now, as I said, if you guys, want to know a bit more about how I properly trade, and an in-depth version with breakdowns and stuff in the group, feel free to check out the Telegram. It's completely up to you. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next position now. So I'm going to exit out of replay, and we're going to go over to this position over here. Now this one, again, if I move the replay on to here where we entered. Now, this was a similar setup, and again, what can we see? Well, if I draw across the previous highs like this, you can see that we pushed the upside and we broke above. which means initially that we're looking for buys, right? And what do we need, as I always say, to break to then make it sells? We need the low to break that created the high that, you know, pushed price to the upside. So what low are we looking to break? This low. Why? Because it caused the push that broke the highs. Okay, if this doesn't make sense, go back and watch it. It can get a bit complicated, especially seeing it in real time, but hopefully you're kind of understanding it. But anyway, so we had a break of this low, and if we zoom out on a higher time frame, what can we see? High, low, high, low. So we are forming that bearish, you know, structure, momentum, whatever you want to call it. So we knew long term or high time frame we were biased, we were bearish. And so why are we trying to get into enter? Well, we were just going to enter off this area here, and this area obviously is just the previous lows getting retested into. So we got in, okay, and what we are looking for is a break of this low here. As I said, why are we looking for the low to break? Because if it's selling, it should be breaking the lows and not the highs. So we enter our trade, and as you can see, we play price on, we get the push and close below this low. So now we know that because we've broken this low, it shouldn't come back up and close above this area, because this is now a valid lower low, lower high, and we get the break. So we play price on, just like this, and you can see how we retested into it. We may see a pullback because obviously price doesn't just go down like this, it goes down like this. So we will expect a pullback. And if I play price on, you can see we have a build up of this liquidity area here, and all this is doing is getting, you know, buyers into the market down here, ready to sell through them and stop them out, because a lot of people will see a lot of wicks like this build up and see it as support, for example, and try and, you know, buy it. And as you can see, we get the pull up to fill this fair value gap, whatever it is you want to call it. If I just draw that across for people's sake, you can see we filled the fair value gap. And now what happens is we get a push down again, getting more buyers into this area, push down again, and this time you can see that we close below this area. We also close below this low, taking out the buyers, and now this is the new high that we don't want to see be broken. And if we just play price on a bit more, you can see eventually, after retesting into the area, just like we did over here, retest again, we sold to TP. So those were the two trades we took. Hopefully those breakdowns made sense. Hopefully you found them useful. And in terms of Monday, not really done anything. And yeah, so we'll see what the rest of the week holds. But those were the setups for last week. So I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. I'm going to be doing some more live trading videos soon, and we are very nearly at 1,000 subscribers. Also, if you want to go and check out my Instagram, feel free to. I'd really appreciate that. But with that being said, thank you everyone for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.